Today we're going to be dividing with remainders. A remainder is the part that is left over after a long division problem. The first problem that we're going to work is 4 divided into 97. Let's write down our steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. The first thing I want to do is divide 4 into 97. So let's break it up. Can I divide 4 into 9? Yes. How many times does it take 4 to get to 9? Well, I can't get exactly to 9, but I can get close. 2 and multiply 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract 9 minus 8, which leaves me with 1. The last step is to bring down the 7. Then I'm going to divide 4 into 17. How many times will 4 go into 17? If I count by 4s, how close can I get to 17? You got it. 4 times. Because 4 times 4 is 16. Subtract. I have 1 left, and I have nothing left to bring down. So I'm going to put an R1 at the top, which stands for the remainder of 1. Let's do a word problem. John has 22 books. He is to put 4 books on each shelf. How many shelves does he need to have for all his books? Well, we know he has 22 books, and we're going to divide it by 4 because that's how many he wants to put on each shelf. So I count by 4s. Can't get to 2. Can I get close to 22? Let's see if I'm counting by 4s. Oh, I know. I can multiply 5 times 4, and that will give me to 20. With 2 left over, nothing to... So he has a remainder of 2. Now the question was, how many shelves does he need for all of his book? Well, I know he needs at least 5, but he's got 2 books left over. So he's actually going to need 6 shelves so that he can put all of his books on his shelves. The next problem is 6 divided into 127. Let's write our steps down. The first step is to divide. How many times will 6 go into, oh, it won't go into 1. So let's move over. How many times will 6 go into 12? If I'm counting by 6s, it would take 2 times. 2 times 6 gets me right at 12. So subtract. I had nothing left. Bring down the 7. Now I'm counting by 6s and see how close I can get to 7. You are right. It just takes 1 time. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract. You have 1 left. So we put R1 at the top for the remainder. I think you're getting the hang of this. Now sometimes when your answer contains a remainder, you have to round up or round down in order to solve the problem correctly. Let's look at an example. Dawn has 22 pictures that she wants to put into her album. She can fit 3 pictures on each page. How many pages will she need to fit all 22 pictures in her album? Well, let's see. We're going to take her 22 pictures, divide it by 3 because that's how many she can put on each page. So if you're counting by 3s, how close can you get to 22? You are correct. It is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Subtract. She had 1 left over. Now the question was, how many pages is she going to need for all of her 22 pictures? Well, I know she'll need at least 7 pages, but she's got 1 picture left over. So she actually needs 8 pages to fit all of her pictures into her album. You are doing a wonderful job. Now I want you to practice some problems.